Welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. This is once again your friend and neighborhood Dom, doing another Theros 8-4 draft. 6 people in the queue, so we should be starting in a couple of seconds. There's other exciting stuff going on here. Pro Tour Theros is currently live, and I hope you guys appreciate me taking out from watching the coverage to record the draft for you. But I thought I might as well, because it's my free day, and I don't wanna waste precious recording time if I can. So yeah, Theros draft really a lot of fun for me, and yeah, so we're about to start, and it's probably gonna be old Leonidas here. I got just a beating. Kind of sucks that the second best card in my point of view is also white and also a heroic themed in Wingsteed Rider. Not sure about the Murder King. It looks kind of sweet, and I'm sure you can draft around it if you pick it early in the draft. But just from a pure power level perspective, I think gonna have to go with Phalanx Leader here. Cards that we might wheel are Cavalry Pegasus, maybe the Wave Crusher Triton, although I don't think so, because there's not really much blue in the pack apart from that. But yeah, we shall see. Start with Phalanx Leader here, and follow up with either a Dauntless Onslaught or an Ordeal of Perforos, I think. Anthusa, Anthusa not really the best of cards. It looks fairly sweet, but how it actually plays out is a little bit underwhelming. Cavalry Pegasus also very strong in this deck. We might wheel a Traveling Philosopher and maybe a two-headed Cerberus, but back to a pick. I think it's not a big challenge. The other cards are not really challenging these two, and I think I want to just stick with white for now. Maybe we go red-white, and then maybe the ordeal is a little bit better, just because ordeals really put a lot of pressure on your opponent early on and can lead to what I call free wins. But the Dauntless Onslaught is not far behind it, if even, and it's going to allow us to stay in white and decide on a second color later on. As for this pack, there's not much good white in here. There's a Grey Merchant, Sip of Hemlock, the Snake Guy, and the Gorgon. So a lot of good black cards in this pack. White-black I don't think is a real archetype, but even though Skull of Atheros might disagree with me. For our deck, I think Titan Strength is reasonable, and also Stone Shard Defender. So I think it's between these two. And actually gonna go with Stone Shard Defender here. I've yet to try out green-white heroic, and this seems like a good time to do. I heard of the deck being fairly strong. Plus the picture sweet. That guy's in trouble. I think he's between Feral Invocation, Netsian Asp, and Leonin Snarecaster, with Dragon Mantle coming really close. We might still go into red-white and then just pick up this Dragon Mantle. But green seems to be fairly open. I think Snarecast is the safest pick because it lets us stay in white and not commit to second color. Nesh and Asp is pretty strong, but maybe just a little bit too expensive for that kind of deck, we're shooting for. We could go with Feral Invocation. That card seems fairly sweet. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's take that. We're gonna get more 2 power 2 drops later, hopefully. Okay, so here we have an Acron Hoplite, a card which I think is very strong, especially with these Pegasi that we that we passed to our left early in the draft. But there's also an Observant Alset, which is a very strong card in my opinion. It's a nice follow-up to like a Turn 4 Stone Shard Defender, and just overall bestow guys are far better than they look, because you can chain bestow guys onto bestow guys and all that kind of stuff. So I think I'm gonna go with that instead of the hoplite, also to kind of support our green picks. Yeah, we shall see if that was the right choice. And here we have this is the problem of our green white heroic, that the common aura, the cantrips, can't actually hit on creatures, which is kind of awkward. Here I think it's between Vanquish the Foul, Satyr, Hedonist, Fleet, Feathers, Endless, and Ray of Dissolution. I think I might just go with Vanquish the Foul. It's pretty expensive, but having one expensive card doesn't really cost you all that much. And Hedonist is kind of whatever Ray of Dissolution has a lot of cards that do similar things, so yeah, let's go Vanquish the Foul, even though I don't like the card all that much. Okay, now that's a gift. Chronicle of Heroes is awesome in this deck, at least that's what I hope. And we're passing Sparkshot and Ill-Tempered Cyclops, so red might have been open as well, but let's have a look at that curve. Okay, red is definitely open with 3 or even 4 playable red cards still in the pack. I think I'm just going to counter draft the Annul and just leave all that red stuff up for grasps. Or maybe just pick the Rescue from the Underworld because the card is sweet. Or maybe just the Guardians because it kind of gets on my nerves. Yeah, it's kind of whatever. Just pick the Rescue. Maybe I build a strange deck around it. Oh right, Cavalry Pegasus. That's a very welcome addition. Nobody likes the Murder King apparently. But who would like a Murder King? I wouldn't love to be under the reign of a Murder King. So here we have the good old guy with the unspeakable name. Catoblepas, that is it. Catoblepas, suck it. Benthic Giant, like the huge dog from the seas, with who's farting scale birds. But we're just gonna pick a Shredding Wind for the sideboard. Little shreds. Bronze Sable. Saw Ben start playing it earlier today, so the card is obviously awesome. Now it's just basically a nice filler. Seder Rambler, I think we can pass. I think we're just gonna pick the Unicorn here, not intending to play it. And this looks okay. Maybe white is a little bit overdrafted, but that's what D-draft Boulderfall. Shahash and Hart played that earlier on, so maybe the card is not unplayable. He definitely knows what he's doing. And Witch's Iron as well. So yeah, we're on the way fairly nicely. White is overdrafted most of the times in Magic Online, but we did wheel a Cavalry Pegasus, so at least it's not totally overdrafted. Let's see what Pack 2 has for us. Right about now. Right about now. Damn it. Come on, Pack 2. So, Agent of the Fates, you say. That card is an absolute beating. Had it in my 6-1 sealed deck that allowed me to top it. The local PTQ, that card was just basically an all-star. People scooping left and right because of him. As for the cards that we actually consider picking, it's probably just going to be Ordeal of Helion. As I mentioned earlier, Ordeals are just put so much pressure on your opponent so quickly. And the only other cards to consider are like Leaf Chronel and Savage Search, which I would also Laguna Band Elder. And if this Ordeal wasn't there, I would definitely pick Leaf Chron Dryad. This card seems awesome and just kind of like, well, Ordeal just kind of is, as other players would say. Never mind. So here we have those Ruination, Cause and God's Willing. 10 cards, 4 spells, so the ratio seems alright for now. Also because we're not necessarily plan on running this Vanquish the Foul. So I think we can just pick the better card in the vacuum. And really not sure about this. This is tough. God's Willing is very strong and Nation Course is just very effective, but not very synergistic. I think we're gonna pick God's Willing. I think we want other guys over Nation Corsa, but not many other spells over God's Willing, if that makes sense for you. By the way, Voyaging Satyr is right out. I don't think I want this card in this kind of green deck. Probably gonna go on like some kind of splash green, like a 9/7 or 10/6 mana base, as it looks right now, but we shall see. I just gotta pick Godswelling here. I would understand people picking the Centaur, it's just so effective. And here, oh boy, oh boy. Lots of cards to consider. Fade, Ancient, Arts and Sorrow, and Battle Vice Valor. I think I'm just gonna go for Valor. Can never have enough combat tricks in this kind of deck. Even though we're gonna go up to 5 spells, but still. The disenchant effects are okay, and you can mainboard 1 or even 2 of them, but not necessarily in an aggro deck, I don't think. Ancient of Horizons is just kind of a dorky dude. Yeah, let's just pick Valor. And here we're probably just going to go for another Cavalry Pegasus. We have a couple of humans. This guy's not human, but this is actually only 2 humans, but we could get more. The card is fine, I think. Plus there's not anything else, it's just this Evangel of Heliod, which is really expensive. Cavalry Pegasus is pretty strong most of the times in these kind of decks. Here I think we're gonna pick up the Chosen by Heliod. We really need more heroic guys. We only have this Leonidas and the small guy who is about to get crushed or not. These are the only 2 heroic guys we currently have, so we need more of that for sure. Here I think Chosen, Sedge, Scorpion, Glare of Heresy are the cards to consider, and just expecting to have more. I'm expecting to have more than just the 2 heroic guys, so I think I'm gonna go with Chosen by Heliod. Sedge Scorpion is okay, but double white and green 1-drop, double white 2-drop and green 1-drop don't kinda, it's just kinda contradicting. Not very exciting stuff here. I think we could pick a Satyr Piper maybe. The card is kind of meh. Yeah, just gonna go for the Disenchant. Probably gonna run that in the sideboard. Whoa, this is a gift. What is this like? Pick 6 Ordeal of Heliod, pick 7 Ordeal of Heliod. Yeah, that's a real gift. So now we just need cheap heroic guys. Pick them over anything else. Another Chosen by Heliod. And we did wield the Laguna Band Elder, which I think we're gonna have to pick because we only have 7 guys. And what was the choice before, where we picked the spell over the guy? I think we shipped Nesh and Kosa for a Godswilling, and I think from where we are right now, this might have been wrong. I'm gonna pick Ray of Disillusion for the side, because Hunter doesn't seem to do a lot in this deck. Let's hide the Disenchants and the Vanquish. Oh, okay. Maybe we are red-white after all. That might happen. It's not out of the question. This thing doesn't really counter anything. And Yoke Dogs is kind of a yoke. And we picked the horse. And the Valheim Minotaur, because it blocks on 2 2s, which is suboptimal. And Scorchmark. I never actually played Scorchmark, but I think the card is fine. So, yeah, actually, we have 16, or 17, 16, 15, 14 cards for red-white. So we might just switch into red-white after not having seen much green. Oh, Silver Catrudens. Is that actually worth anything? It might well be. So, yeah, it's 3 ticks. So that's over my board of rare drafting. So I'm just gonna rare draft. We're missing out on a Nesh and Corsa, but that's fine. Just having 3 ticks, safe and sound. Whoa. Okay. Screw those red plans. Fleece main line definitely just is. Is that worth anything? Just curious. Fleece main 1.5. Not really worth anything, but we have to wait until the Pro 2 coverage has reached the standard round. That will definitely affect the prices. and I'm expecting both Fleece Mainline and the Sylvan Dryad guy to rise in value, because they're played in a couple of lists. Fleece Mainline is in the green white and also in some of the Naya lists, and the Dryad is all over the place in Giant, Naya mid range. I don't know much about standard, to be fair, but it's just what I saw. Oh, Anger of the Gods, 3 for 3 for money rares. Anger of the Gods. Anger of the Gods is 5 ticks. What? Oh no, it's 1. They buy it for 1. And this guy is buying it for 3.5. This guy's buying it for 3. This guy's buying it for 3. So yeah, it's also over the magical border. I hope we get enough playables, but I'm just not passing anything that's over 3 ticks. I hope you guys understand, but I think it's just the correct decision, because you can't make much benefit by just winning drafts, because the variance is just too high. So you have to get your get your value where you can, and rare drafting is definitely a big part of that. So here I think we just need Snarecast, even though Warrior's Lesson would be sweet. We don't even have that much heroic as it seems, and Snarecast is a fine dude, and we only have 9 dudes, so yeah. And here, is it probably just Bronze Sable? Yeah, I think it's just Bronze Sable. We could also go for Angerboard Raptor though. That might also be something to consider, especially because we already have a lot of 2-drops, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are creatures. No, I think we just need more creatures, more cheap creatures. That is. Another ordeal of the Nylea variety, or another Laguna Band Elder. What do we want? We only have 11 guys. It's still a little bit low, so I think I'm just gonna pick the guy ordeal deal, even though that's it feels very strange for me, but I think it's what we have to do here. Oh man, pains me to see this arena athlete around. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That would be the 17th card for the red-white build, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That would actually be the 18th card. So maybe that plan is still alive. Who knows? Here we're just gonna pick the Traveling Philosopher. I think we need guys over tricks. And what do we have here? Sparky Old. Probably not. I just think we're a little bit short of running white red. So we're just gonna hide all the other stuff and just pick up a 3-drop human. That works with our cavalry Pegasi. Yeah. And here probably just a Satyr Hedonist. Don't really need Decorated Griffin. On the other hand, we already have a lot of dorky 2-drops and not that many high-end stuffs. Because I've chosen my Heliod, even though we're not going to play 3 probably. Set Scorpion and a Borderland Minotaur. Yeah, I like how this deck turned out. We salvaged around 7 ticks, which is always nice, and the deck is average but not the worst. Pumped to play this Chronicle of Heroes. I was never able to do that before. The card seems sweet. It's like Leshen Corsa Plus. We go like 1-drop, which we don't have, into 2-drop or 2-drop into Ordeal into that guy. Yeah, seems kind of sweet. So we missed out on some cards by rare drafting, but that's fine. Do we have to run these Bronze Sables? I hope not. run the agent, of course. Just because we have the Pegasus, I think that's fine. Feral Invocation seems good. And then the white card. So Alcide is in, double Lagoonabella Elder is in, Onslaught, Leonidas, double Chosen, Ordeal, oh triple Chosen even, double Ordeal, and those guys, yeah. So we're up to 21 cards, which is not enough, unfortunately. Let's see if we got all the green. That's 5 cards, right? So 5 cards for these 4. No, that doesn't make any sense. Let's not do that. That's just silly. So Feral Invocation down there, and all that stuff down here, except for the Cavalry Pegasus. So we have a nice array of creature buffs. Some of them replacing itself, some of them are being instants. So I'm happy with my creature buff suite. Question is whether we want to set Scorpion. I think we do. Then again, what's a mana base gonna look like? I think we have to run both of the Sables, just because they're offensive 2-drops. And then what we could do is, because our curve basically stops at 3 with this 1 4-drop, we could go down to 16 lands pretty easily, and then run either the Scorpion, the Fate, or one of these, even though I think Vanquish the Foul then becomes pretty much uncastable. This is pretty much sideboard material. So let's group the cards we're not going to play together and look at the rest. Decorate Griffin I think is just too slow as a 2-power flyer for 5. I think I want to play this set Scorpion and go down to 16 lands with 6 forests. Not sure whether this is enough, but it should be. Now then again, casting a 1-drop green card or a 2-drop green card with only 6 forests might be a little bit ambitious. Yeah, screw it. Screw it. We can do this. So suggest. That seems too ambitious. Definitely not running 12-4, but 10-6 seems okay. We don't have to cast these green cards in order to win. Yeah, so this is our deck. Hit the submit button, and I'll see you for round 1. Take care. So here we are for round 1. We unfortunately lost the die roll, which we would have liked to win it, obviously, but mostly because we want to be on the play. I think this is a play first format overall. I don't think there are many matches where you want to go into draw first mode. Maybe blue control deck against blue control deck, but apart from that I can't really think of much. So we're still waiting for Drow Ranger 84 to show up, and as soon as he does, we can start the beats. And there he is. Okay, this hand seems pretty sweet actually. Definitely no mulligan. Let's see what he has assembled. He has the Greek avatar thingy. I think I have that somewhere. I might have to change that. Archangel of Thune can't be. It's probably not on vogue anymore. Fortunately, we're not going to cast this Fleece main line. Blue-green. Blue-green seems solid. Won and lost some games against blue-green. Deck is okay. We're going to run out this Travelling Philosopher turn 2. Probably going to Ordeal of Heliod at turn 3 and just commence the beats. Depending what he does, obviously. So, a Burnished Heart. And I don't think we can attack right now, because he's just gonna trade it off. So next turn, however, this guy could grow to even bigger threat. But right now we're just gonna cast this 3/2 And do we trade? I didn't think about that. Right, I should have attacked before, but I think we're willing to trade against anything he has right now. And he's just gonna take it. Yeah, I really should have attacked before. That was a minor mistake from my part. We're not gonna trade for his Leaf Crown Elder. And let's see if he's gonna leave the mana up. He is. Well, that could actually be bad news, because he could have Riptide of Voyage's End, but luckily we draw this Godswilling. So even if he does have it, it makes life pretty awkward for him. So we can safely run out this ordeal and just smash with both. It's probably just gonna block and sack. Would be my guess, yeah. Block and sack. So now we have an interesting choice whether we want to... Oh, dear God, that guy's going deep. So now we have an interesting choice between running out Bronze Sable or Chosen by Heliod, but I want to see what he can come up as defense before I make my decision. This also might open up the window for him to get rid of our ordealed guy, because we tapped out instead of keeping up Godswilling, but I don't think we can really do that at this point. Just gonna have to keep on the beat. Probably just gonna run out the big guy right now. This looks like a Voyage's End to me though. No? Riptide? Or something completely different? Or nothing? But he seems pretty keen on keeping up green mana. Interesting. So, ooh, we don't have green. Oh, never mind. Okay, so now we can. This guy could become a 5/6, right? That would mean that he can't double block it. At least not if he wants to kill a guy. So I think we can. Let's see. If we equip our Traveling Philosopher, we can attack with both of our guys, but then not really kill off his stuff. And I want to keep this Godswilling around, so I'm just gonna go all in on this guy. See if he has something. At least if it's something, it's a bounce spell. So let's just smack him and keep up this Godswilling. Hopefully draw green mana down the road. It's just gonna block. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, a greedy choice of running only 6 forests is kind of coming back to haunt us. But that might just be variance. I mean, we've drawn 3 of our 5 white cards in the first around third of our deck, so that's not very likely. Prison Chimera and Bow of Nylea. Okay, so now we would like to drop a green mana. Nope. Okay. So let's just smack with our huge Voltron guy. Sack this, go up to 28. It's gonna make racing pretty awkward for him. And he's gonna have to come up with something, and we still have this Godswilling. So I don't hate our position, but this Bow of Nylea is gonna make things a lot more complicated. He's sort of racing. He's not completely in race mode right now. Oh, this guy's Death Touch now. Jeez. Looks more like an owl to me. But chimeras can be anything they want, right? Okay. If we attack with everything, he will have to. He could block one of our low guys and we could Godswilling it, but that just doesn't seem worth it. I think I'm just gonna smack him with good old Voltron here. He's gonna go down to 4, and we do run out this plains, I think. Now he's gonna gain 3 life, would be my guess, or just make his guy bigger. That will also be something. Let's see. Yeah, it's just making his guys bigger. That means that he can actually double block this guy right now, but we still have Godswilling. So if this is all he has, then I think we're still in okay shape. Let's draw. Oh, okay. Do we actually win right now? Should we go for it? Let's see. This is kind of tough. I think if he had a bounce spell, he would have played it by now. So I think just trying to go for it. He goes up to 7. Yeah, I think just going for it seems reasonable. Let's God's willing that guy first. Yeah, I just want to go for it. I don't want to wait. Ooh, yeah, put this on top. And boom. Is that good enough? Is it? Yeah. Okay. Sweet. So he has these very nice artifacts and enchantments, so we could actually board in some combination of disenchants here. As for what we want to board out, there are 15 guys, so we might just board out one guy, maybe even 2. This cavalry Pegasus also seems pretty loose against him, because he has flyers and we don't even have that many humans, so maybe we just board out both cavalry Pegasi, also because they're bad against the bow of Nylea. That might be something. Oh, I forgot about shredding winds. So can we really take out 3 guys, go down to 12 guys and board in these? That seems a little bit of a stretch. No, I don't think going down to 12 guys is really what we want to do here. I think I want to keep in one of the bronze sables and cut the worst spell, which I think is chosen by Heliod. We might go over the top with these. We might be a little bit overboarding with all these disenchants, but I think this is gonna be fine. Let's see. Pooh. Then this hand. We have a mana. We have a chosen body on an early drop, but I think this hand is just not producing too much damage. This again. No, I don't think we can win like this. I think this is terrible. Maybe we should have kept the first hand, but you're always smarter afterwards. Double bronze sable. At least one of them is foil cats, or cat-like animals. What are sables anyways? Are they ferrets, or what kind of mammal is this? Traveler's amulet. Okay. So he has the mana, and we have the sable. Run out the non-foil guy first, because we want him to kill this, so we can kill him with a foil sable. Is he full on 5 color? I think he's not running white, right? So what is this nonsense? A leaf brown riot. Okay. Oh, yeah, but we can't do that right now. He's just gonna trade. Let's see if he's trading like this. He is. Okay. Sweet. And cat time. Meow. He's going for a Polish Crusher. Okay. Well, that's something. He can't monstrous it next turn, but the turn after that he can. Yeah, this is harsh. I think we just have to pass here. Don't want to 2-for-1 ourselves with our opponent on 4 cards in his hand. Polish Crusher. You're the beats. You're the real deal. That guy's pretty much unstoppable. And he's not being obliged to do anything here. Now we can all deal, but the next turn he's just gonna activate this and kill it, but at least that takes his whole turn. So I think this is worth it, I think. He's even thinking about killing it in response, as it seems. So, boom. Take 3. Yes, yes. No! No! Ah, this is the worst. Now we're not even drawing something reasonable. We're not even drawing anything. Yeah, let's just run out the Scorpion. At least that's gonna hold off this stupid Polish Crusher for now. But he does have grip, so that's good to know. Okay, so do we want to attack? I don't think we do. I think we want to keep that guy on defense. Just run out the cat and pass. He's on 3 cards. Oh, he's just gonna make this monstrous, right? This is only enchantment. I'm gonna read it again. Just yeah, target enchantment. It's only a 7/7. We can deal with 7/7s. If he steps on our Scorpion, he's gonna die anyways. Oh, so much for that. Multiple Riptides even. So let's just run out good old Scorps here and swing with Disable. We could have Dauntless escorted that guy, keep that guy back, but then we're gonna two for 1 ourselves, which is not that great. It doesn't seem to have much going on apart from that. So the Ordeal doesn't really do anything, because he can then just attack and kill it, but that will mean he attacks into such Scorpion. Still, we would have to put it on the Sedge Scorpion to attack, so that doesn't do anything. So we just pass. I don't think there's much we can do here. We just demulligan to 5 and our rather slow start. Kinda did us in. Also this Polish Crusher is a beating. Would love to give him flying. So we're both just drawing from the top. I think it's gonna favour him overall. Even though he's drawing a lot of lands. But okay, that changes stuff. Definitely gonna run that out. Let's see, together with the Ordeal, that guy becomes a 5/5, which is not a 7/7, but together with Dauntless Escort is actually bigger than a 7/7. So that might be something we can do. Nylea's presence on the island, turning it into an island, swamp, forest, mountain, plains. Yeah, you got it. This is a Chimera. That means that we have to. Yeah, it is a Chimera. Okay. Means our plan probably has to wait for a little bit. Does he attack with Polish Crusher now? He does. Okay. So that's overall. I think this is going to turn out quite nicely for us, because we're gonna reach out and kill that guy immediately. Boom! And then just hope there's not much more that comes after this from his side, which it doesn't seem like. And we're actually going to hit him for quite a bit here. That's 7 damage. Oh no, the Ordeal falls off right away. I didn't think about that, but there's no way we can play around this, except for Ordealing our Bronze Sable. So depending on what he has right now, let's see, that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, that's actually 11. And all he has is this Bow of Nylea. So suddenly the tides have turned. I don't know how this happened. Oh my god. This is actually awesome. Let's see. I think we want to wait with Dauntless with Dauntless Onslaught. I think we want to just smack him for the good old 7s. Let's see, 7, 9, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 7, plus 4 is 11, plus 2 is 13. Did we just mess this up? Oh, we did just mess this up. Man, we could have killed him. We could actually have killed him. Sucks to be us. It's gonna gain 3 life. Yeah, if we played the Phalanx Leader, then target. Oh no, it does 2 less damage, so we didn't mess it up, at least. Okay, still in business. Spellhard Chimera, which is a 2/3. That's not gonna do it, bro. So I think we win now, right? Let's just Let's just swing with the dorks and see what he can come up with. Oh, again, we messed up. We should have played like, man, we're playing so bad. We should have played like Honorbend the Elder before, just to have another guy that gets a +1 counter. So we're gonna target this and this. 1, 2, 3. I think it's still gonna be enough here. It's going up to 10, but that doesn't help him. Yeah, we did it. I don't know how, but we slowly crawled out of that hole. So I'm quite excited about that. Okay, that was round 1, and see you for the next one. So, gonna go back to the whole coverage. Yeah, see you in a short while. So, round 2 action. We're on the dry roll. I'm gonna play first, of course. This hand seems sweet. Definitely not a mulligan. A friendly person. You too. So we're gonna start off the show with our trusty old Set Scorpion here. Cavalry Pegasus is probably really not that great in this deck. I like it in blue. Oh, hello Leonidas. How are you doing? Yeah, let's cast Bronze Sable. This means that he's gonna take more damage if he doesn't have a blocker. And I think we can easily put him on not having a 2-drop, or just having a Voyaging Satyr as a 2-drop, which he's not gonna trade Bronze Sable anytime soon. Oh, the mirror. The actual mirror. He has Leaf Crown, right? Awesome. So here I think we're just gonna smash in. See if he wants to trade any of these guys. And does he? I think there's a good chance that he's not going to trade. We might have not attacked because we have Phalanx Leader. Oh, he does actually trade. Okay, that's fine. It's going to run out old Leonidas here. See how this develops. Oh, well, that's something. Yeah, I think we just want to attack and Dauntless Onslaught for a good amount of beats. Then again, this is actually tough. Do we want a Dauntless Onslaught, or do we just want to run Cavalry Pegasus? Because if we run out the Pegasus, then the Onslaught then this guy's gonna trigger. But we have so much stuff and can target Phalanx Leader, and he's green-white, which means that he's probably not gonna interact with our creatures all that much. So let's just give him the full beats. Boom. He's gonna take 8 this turn. Jeez. So next turn we can cast Chronicler of Heroes and hopefully draw into a land. And the nuts would be a land and something that targets Phalanx Leader, I think. Well, let's see. Let's see what he can come up with. I'm not sure if this line was correct, but we shall see. Leaf Crown Dryad. Ah, that girl's also kinda hot. All the Dryads are kinda hot. That's why they're nymphs. Would be my guess. But I digress. So he has something for 4. What could that be? Nothing. If he just passes, that means that he has Divine Verdict. And we're just gonna attack with the Scorpion. I don't wanna lose Leonidas to Divine Verdict right here. Something for 2, for 3, for 4. Nylea's Emissary, that is. Okay, so we're just gonna attack with Pegasus, I think. Let's cast Chronicler first and see if any good comes from this. Draw a card. Ooh, Snarecaster. That is fancy. So I think we're just gonna cast this, tap his guy, and smash in for 4. Yes, we would like to use this ability. Smash in for 4, which puts him to 6, which puts him to dead to 2 attacks with Cavalry Pegasus and Leonidas. I wonder how Cavalry Pegasus can give all the humans flying. I mean, he is pretty big. Well, if we have a huge army of humans, how are they all gonna fit on this thing's back? I don't know. Seems like a flavor fail to me. But flavor in this set is actually kind of awesome. Except for the cats. I really don't know what the cats are doing in here. But it's probably because of Ajani being sort of announced to have a guest appearance on Theros. Theros block, that is. But I digress once again. So he probably just has another guy, right? If we draw something that targets Phalanx Leader and he just has a guy, that would mean that we win. He has Wing Steed Rider. So, is there a trick for 2 mana? There's a Pump Spell, but if we draw something that targets, like this Feral Invocation, we're running pretty good here. So let's just... Maybe he runs Fog, but I'm willing to take that risk. I'm not gonna play around Fog. So let's see what his blocks are. I would assume that he blocks Wings to Run Phalanx Leader, and no, he doesn't. Actually, just like this. There's nothing that deals 2, right? I don't think so. So let's just invoke that guy and hope that this is enough. Yep. Sweet. So green-white mirror. Green-white mirror. I think he's not gonna have enough flyers for us to run Shredding Winds. So green doesn't have any and white has a few, but not that many as well, I think. The Ray and the Fate could be good. The Griffin might actually be decent, just because he can't ever interact with it. Maybe also Vanquish the Foul. That's just really clunky. Let's see if there's anything that is outright bad against him. I think we haven't seen enough of his deck for us to make any changes. Maybe these Pegasi are bad, but against a deck with not a lot of flyers, I think we might just leave them in. Yeah, let's just run back our main board. That should be alright. And this hand. This hand seems okay. Not gonna mulligan it. It has a guy and a couple of tricks. And this deck doesn't have much removal, I would think. Oh, hello there. Hello, kitty. This is a cat, by the way. I've decided that now. This is just a cat. Oh, the actual cat. Boom. Fleece mainline, that is. That is. Let's see what 4-drop he can come up with. This guy, by the way, is really good in a deck that is not aggressive. So just sort of a mid-rangey to control-ish deck. I think it's probably one of the best green commons, if not the best. I think it's close between him and the snake. So as it seems, we are just gonna run the Chosen by Heliod, or the Gods Willing, maybe even, because then we can also commit a Bronze Sable to the board. I don't think this Bronze Sable is gonna be all that relevant. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is the right play. Draw a card and smack him. I think we can do the race fairly nicely, but we shall see later. Stone Chartered Warrior also looks fine and dandy with a lot of stuff to put on him. So if he doesn't have anything too crazy, I think we're in reasonable shape. He seems like green-white mid-range and not a heroic kind of deck, but our deck is not really a heroic deck. We have only 2 actual heroic guys, but it's just more aggro overall. He's on mono green. At least for this game. Another Nylea's Disciple. Is that What's gonna happen? No, leaf print, right? Okay, that makes things a little bit hairier. But we're gonna keep on racing, I think. Now we could actually cast like down up an Elder or Stone-Hearted Warrior, which would mean that we keep up God's Willing, but that doesn't kill his Nylea's disciple. So I think I just wanna run out Stone-Hearted Warrior, all the maximum beats, and then just swing with Fleece main line. The way this game is gonna play out is, I think, it's probably gonna come down to a race if we continue doing what we do. But he has mana problems, so that might well decide the outcome of the game. Oh, this is actually really dirty. So let's just chosen by Heliod this guy and swing. You have been chosen by Heliod, the god of the sun, to deliver the beats, together with the old granddaddy kitty here. So, boom. Oh, he has something. What could he have? Savage Surge? Okay. So I hope he blocks Stone-Hearted Warrior. Oh no, that doesn't even work. It's not the way I want it to. It does. That's better, because we get the counters. Give this guy pro green and scry. Do we want this plains? No, thank you. Put it on the bottom. Do we want to run out Bronze Sable? This is actually close. I think running out Sable is a little bit better. That means that he can attack us with his disciple once again. This is a 6/8 now, by the way. It's kind of huge. This guy's Monstrosity 1, so we can attack him for 10. It's the most we can do. There's another 4-drop. What could it be? Stone-Hearted Warrior. Stop stealing our moves, please. These are our moves. And we draw an ordeal. Jeez. Okay, so attack him with Fleece main lion. Would work if we put ordeal on it. If we put ordeal on Fleece main line, then that would mean he's gonna be able to double rocket, and we don't want that to happen. So we're just gonna put the ordeal on the Stone-Hearted Warrior, I think, because that's gonna be huge. Man, that guy's really huge. And we're also gonna gain 10 life. It's an 8/10. It's gonna be a 9/11, and we're gonna gain 10. Okay, I like where this is going. 9/11. Oh, that's actually politically incorrect. Oh man. So what is he going to do about a 9/11? Just jump block it. We almost clicked through that. I think I'm just gonna run out the Elder, because it's the biggest board impact. And we don't need Sedge Scorpion right now, because he's not going to attack with his Leaf Crown Disciple. Lol, can't play. Yeah, that happens. Thank you. I wonder what he had, because he keeps telling me that one plane will basically kill me. I believe him. Not saying that he's lying. So that was round 2. Well underway. Better than the last draft. So wait for the outcome between G.K. Reicher, never mind, and F. Arthos 23. This is one of the Three Musketeers, right? Athos is one of the... It's Athos, Porthos, and Aramis, and D'Artagnan. Yeah, I know my Dumas. But yeah, see you for round 3. Gonna go back to the old coverage. So yeah, later. So here we are for the finals, and we lost the die roll. Boo. Playing with Mr. Athos 23. He keeps his opening 7, and we are definitely shipping that. No white mana doesn't make me a happy camper. This hand is a little bit sketchy with only a 3-drop creature and 4 lands. We might just go down to 5. Yeah, I really don't see much good coming out of this hand, but then again, we're on the draw. If we draw into a guy, this hand could do something. Nah, I'm gonna ship it. This hand is pretty dorky. We have to draw a green land pretty early, but we have to try it. I'm not gonna go down to 4. Maybe we should have kept the 6 card, and that might be true, but a lot of white players in this draft, but that's usually the case with Theros. So this looks like a very short game one. Yeah, but I'm not sure whether we would have had a chance in this game with our 6 card hand. Depends on what we would have drawn. Oh, there we go. Okay, Sedge Scorpion in the house. Definitely gotta trade that for this guy if he is inclined to do so. And let's see if he is. He is. Okay. Do we trade that? Actually, yeah, we do. Just trade it away. Does he want to burn a... He's burning a God's Willing on it. That seems strange. But oh well. Does he have a play for this turn? No. Okay. So, Agent of Horizons online. This card looks really blue. And do we now block this thing? I don't know. I mean, it's getting him life, so we probably just have to, right? It also takes away one of his manas. Yeah, sure. Let's trade. There's another God's Willing. No. Pumping. And trading. Right. So this staunch-hearted warrior has to go a long way. And the first way that he has to go is the way to not dying immediately. Our opponent played the Haughty Dryad. Yeah, just fine. I like this card a fair amount. Not super stoked about it, but it's not bad. And he smashes us. What would be the ideal draw? Probably just chosen by Heliot or Pegasus. Sure. Is there anything that blows us out? I don't know. We shall see. Ooh. We play the Leonin Snarecaster. That's the other question. I think we do. Just go for maximum pressure. Because our opponent seems to be pretty land flooded. Tap this thing. Yeah. Maybe that was bad, but those guys are going to be able to attack through the Haughty Dryad anyways. So let's see. Not sure what's going to happen here. The only thing I know is that Chosen by Heliot, which we have 3 copies of in our deck, would be one of the best things to draw right now. Dragon Mantle. So he has a huge first strike and do that right now. And a Fanatic of Mogus. Okay, so he's gonna swing with his Dryad. We'll probably have to keep back to Snarecaster. It's pumping it. So gonna go down to 11 and draw a Bronze Sable. So that means that we can attack with everything. And keep back the Bronze Sable to block. Still not very positive about this game because he's on a lot of life because of his stupid life linky dude. I'm gonna play this cat and ship the turn. About sideboarding, I don't know. Disenchants seem a little bit sketchy. He's drawn a lot of lands, but having Dragon Mantle kind of helps for him, I think. God's Willing would be awesome. Whoa! Okay. So that's 1, 2, 9 damage. Huh. Yeah, really not positive about this game. And we don't even have a guy with a plus counter. Boo! So what can we actually do? We can double block this thing and single block this thing. And go from there. Yeah, this is sure gonna work. Sure, this is gonna work out. Let's go for max damage. But I think at this point it's basically over, because this Theros' emissary is also gonna come down and continue the beats if we don't just die right now, which is well possible. Just swings with both. Is there anything that we can do to win this game, or that we can draw to win this game? I think it has to involve something like chosen by Heliod. So the ox is gonna fall off. Is it an ox? We shall see. Yeah, it is actually an ox. Not as it changes much, but still good to know. Oh, Ordeal of Heliod. That's gonna gain us a ton of life. So who knows? Now I feel kind of stupid to trade away my Griffin, but oh well. So 10 life for us, and he's gonna Divine Verdict that guy. Okay, so back to square one. We can block this. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're not dead yet, but basically we are. Now do we want to bring in any of the disenchants with him having multiple emissaries? So pump, 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 pump. A lot of pumping going on here. So we're going to go down to not much, only 3 life, and a Wingsteel Rider, and that's it. And concede, yeah. So we're going to be on the play for game 2, and if we could board in, no, not this, we could board in some of the disenchants. That might be something. If we do, I definitely want the instant, but then again, what do we actually take out? I think on the play we could, on the draw we could take out one or two of the Bronze Sables. I think on play you're just going to go for as aggressive as possible, so we're going to play first. And let's draw a better opener. Yeah, this is, man, yeah, I think we're going to keep that. Oh no, misclick, but it might have been better even. But that was definitely a misclick, apologize for that. Not really my technically best Magic played right now. Oh dear god, that's never a good sign. That's either completely useless or a complete blowout. If he ordeals that right now, our life is gonna be miserable. Don't ordeal that guy, please. Ah, damn it. Dragon Mantle is almost as bad. So we're gonna take some damage. Why did we misclick? Never mind. So just give him the beats. Not all dealing right now, because we gonna play our 3-drop. Get our Agent of Horizons. And let's see how the beats continue. On the plus side, if we lose this match, we can go back to watching coverage, so it's a win anyways. Not that I wouldn't like to win, but yeah, sure. So he's Wingsteed Rider, sure. I'm okay with Wingsteed Rider. We can pump this guy to a 4-3, which is then not gonna trade for his guys, so that doesn't make much sense. I think I just wanna run out this Bronze Sable and pass. Ugh, it's not a very exciting draw again. Maybe because we misclicked. But that's fine, that happens. This deck is much better than us. He has all the heroic guys that we wanted. Okay, so this is basically game over. Never gonna be able to race that. And so it goes. Now I really wish I would have bought it in the Shredding Wings, but we didn't. But we're gonna do our best, our actual best, to pull out a win here eventually. So boom, take this, villain. But this is not gonna go well, not by any stretch of the imagination. He's just gonna race us to death with his Vampire Nighthawk impression here. The check on the Pegasus. Oh, I switched the order, and I can't. Okay, this is kind of quirky. So I really wish we would have sideboarded it right now, but we didn't, so it's our fault. Cavalry Pegasus, what are you doing here? Not much. This is gonna go up to a 5-4, which means you can block it with 2/2/3s. So that's not gonna do all that much. Let's just run out the Pegasus and pass. Probably just dying here. All of his guys match up so nicely against ours, and this Wingsteed Rider is just beyond being able to be dealt by our stuff. Okay. That deals 4, and that deals another 4. So we're at 2. So he smashes with only the flyer? No. Yeah, I would smash with this one as well. I have to stack block this guy anyways. Yeah, he got it. So, like this, and like this. Alright, doing what we can. But we know that we don't have anything to deal with this in the deck, so we might just scoop, basically. And that's game. Unfortunately lost the finals, but we still got some value out of the draft. I'm actually pretty satisfied because the deck wasn't the best, and we managed to pull out some profit. So guys, that was it. Another draft video in the books. Thank you very much for watching. Please watch all the other great draft videos on MagicGatheringStrat. But for now, this is Dom signing off. See you guys soon.